Hello there and welcome to my channel. So, yes, I normally do food reviews in the car, but it's really hot today in Texas, and yes, I did get scammed out of a lot of money, and I will get into that after I review this product. And I'm trying to keep my composure. And I don't feel comfortable doing this review here in the kitchen. I feel more comfortable sitting down in the car, especially after what I just went through. But it's hot. And I can't put my air conditioner on because you'll hear the vent. The air coming in will be too loud. So, yes, I did get scammed, and yes, I will talk about that. But let's do the review for this first. Maybe this will cheer me up. Doubtful, but it may. If you're new to my channel, I do unboxing and food reviews. And this right here is a whole hazelnut chocolate bar, and it's VEGO or VEGO. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. There's not that many ingredients at all. Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. It's vegan, it's fair trade, it's organic, it's gluten-free, there's no palm oil at all, and it's eco-friendly. Ingredients, remarkable. The first ingredient, cane sugar. That's probably not the best, it's a lot of sugar, but listen to the rest of the ingredients. Whole hazelnuts, okay. Then chocolate liqueur, hazelnut paste, cocoa butter, sunflower lecithin, and vanilla extract. So there's no, like, oat milk or cashew milk or soy milk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty amazing, I think, if it's good. And it's made in Italy. And it's also certified organic. Is it everything organic? Yeah, everything is organic. So let's open it up. My friend came over the other day and had a piece. And I didn't have a piece. I was tempted. I almost did. But, you know, most people like it when I review things. It's the first time I've ever... Ooh, it's melting. I don't know why. Well, it's because it was in the car. Oh, wow. This thing is huge. And it's really heavy. Really heavy. So how's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing better than me. Wait till you find out what happened. Oh, wow. You can actually see, like... I don't know if you ever had Aero chocolate bar. I think it's from the UK. It looked like it has air in it. Okay, that smells like that Rocher chocolate, those little round balls. Mmm. Mmm. It's almost like a mousse-like. Okay, you ever had those German chocolates in Germany? I think it's called Ice Effect or Ice Cube. In America, I see them, they're like square, and I think it says Ice Cube on it. And then in Germany, they had them that way, and I think they also had a bear on it. There's a cooling sensation. It's not strong, but the cooling sensation and the texture is almost like that. This is really densely... It's not just dense, the taste is dense. It's almost like fudgy. You know how fudge is like dense? But at the same time, though, it has air in it. And I'm not crazy about whole hazelnut. FYI, I love hazelnut paste and hazelnut and stuff like Nutella. Matter of fact, I'll show you a, let me get it, I'll show you something. I am so stressed out after what happened to me online, and then just, you have no idea all the stuff I'm going through right now. And it's not just stuff right now, but it's the stuff from my past, and it's just coming right back. Let me finish this review. So, I can't remember the name of the chocolate. It's from Germany. It's called Ice Effect, Ice Cube. There's a small cooling sensation with this. It almost tastes like someone took, like, Nutella and just turn it into a solid chocolate, but it's actually more smoother than Nutella in my opinion. Um, that was another thing too. I tried to rinse it off my fingers, and it took forever. This is like extremely dense, and it's not gritty in any way. It's like extremely smooth. It's very sweet. Also, this also reminds me of, when I was a kid in Germany, there was a nougat bar. It had chocolate. It was long. I'll try to leave a link below the video, the name of it. But on top it was long. This is exactly what this tastes like. Actually, it was long, it had chocolate, and then it had like either a nougat or I think it was a praline layer. I think it was actually made in Italy too, but I found it in Germany. I'm not crazy about whole hazelnuts, but they're like perfect. They're like not crunchy at all. They're crispy and airy and light. I don't know how they did it with these, but earlier, when I was walking through the car, I was chewing on it. Now, this hazelnut butter, FYI, for vegan butter, it's really good. But this tastes like more. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to watch. You just have to watch the review on this. It even has a unique taste, or smell. But on this VEGO bar, the only thing is like, it's so dense and rich. Like I can't eat a lot more, and I think I'll start getting a tummy ache. It's really hard to believe that this is vegan, by the way. I mean, I like about it, it doesn't have cashew milk or oat milk or whatever. Because a lot of chocolate bars that have that in there, it's like, look, good, it tastes good, but it tastes like oat milk or it tastes like cashew milk or soy milk. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And like, on the palate, it's almost like you put like Crisco or something like on your palate. It's still like very, very oily. Not oily, but it's hard to go. Like coat your palate. I mean, look at this. Well, but earlier, I was rinsing my hands, my fingers. Yeah, it's not coming off. All right, so what am I gonna give that? I'm definitely gonna give that. If it didn't have whole hazelnuts in it, I would give it a 10. I'm not, like, seriously, it's that good. I think anyone that you give this to would think that this is either from Germany, somewhere in Europe, or Italy, and they would not think this is vegan. It is just too rich and too dense. Like I said, it's a cross between that chocolate that I said, that like that iced chocolate, and kind of like fudge, but like way higher quality of fudge, but the denseness of fudge. And it's crazy because it has air bubbles in it. So let me tell you what happened. So I'm on YouTube, and there's this guy that I met because he had a YouTube channel, and he's ex-Amish. He used to be an Amish guy, but he's not Amish anymore. I'm trying to stay away from names, because I know who to blame, but I don't know who was ill in on this scam. But I'm sorry. I'm so like. So anyway, so let me tell you. Let me start telling you what happened with this scam. So there's this guy on YouTube. He's an ex-Amish guy. I made friends with him then on YouTube. Then I made friends with him on Facebook. He starts getting me into Bitcoin. And years ago, I actually lost a lot of money on Bitcoin. But that was my fault because Bitcoin had went down, and I panicked and sold. This was, I think, around 2019, I believe it is. You can look at the... Someone's walking right there. I wonder what's going on. You can look at the dip where it went down. And so I lost a lot of money, and that was my fault. But, whatever. So, let's fast forward. I'm getting to it. So, he tells me about this company called IGF Financial. And that if I put my money into it, I get 5% interest, but it's compounded. So you get 5%. Now you have this much, and then you get 5% of that amount, and then it's compounding interest, if you know about that. So your money goes up pretty quick. At the beginning, it's not. But once you hit a threshold, it really starts going up. And then the higher, so the more money you have, the more money you'll make, and or the more money that you leave in or buy. I thought it was a scam. I tried to do some research because I try to be an intelligent person. And the address is in Australia. And I looked it up on Google Maps, and it's someone's home address. Like, it's a housing area. And I told him, I was like, I don't understand. Like, why is it a housing area? He's like, oh, well, blah. And then so he's like, talk to my friend that is a day trader that works for the company. So I make friends with this guy. His name is Hamilton Wright. Okay. He tells me it's legitimate, blah, 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 blah. And he has constantly pictures, of him and his fiance and him being by the computer. And then also video of like different, I guess he trades different things. He trades everything from gold to currencies to Bitcoin, just everything. I think everything but stock is what he said. So it started looking more and more legit. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, he could be recording these pictures and videos from someone else's Facebook, but I'll never find that person because I don't know that person's name. But he would message me, and he was really, really nice. That was another thing. And he didn't seem foreign, because there's a lot of foreign people that scam, and like their English is really bad. His English was really good. And so I gave it a shot, and you have to send over in Bitcoin. That's another thing. So I got a Coinbase account and I transferred some money from my checking account to my Coinbase, which I actually did in the past when I lost money on Bitcoin. But I actually made a new account and started out fresh. And so I did that, and then I transferred the money to his Bitcoin wallet for his company. He also didn't have an app on the Google Play Store, but he had an app that you could download from the internet, which was kind of weird. And he was like, it's a special, like, don't tell a lot of people about it because it's still in beta and stuff, but I trust you and blah, blah, blah. And, he was always asking me, how's your boyfriend doing and stuff like that. Like, really nice. And, I've had a lot of losses in my life, and no amount of money will ever, ever, ever give me back what I lost, because I have a broken heart over my losses. And it's not just one major loss, it was several major losses. You give me $1 billion right now and it would not fix me or my problem. And I would give up that $1 billion to go back in time and not have those losses. But, it's like you either waller in your own whatever, or you go forward. You just dust yourself off. So, and that's what I always do in my life. I'm tired of doing it, but I just said, you know what? I dusted myself off, and I'll do it again. I'll probably continue to do it my whole life, and just go forward, And if I become wealthy on this, no, it will not give me back what I lost and mend my broken heart, but at least I'll be financially okay, because I'm a very low income person. Very low income. There's the poverty level. There's the poverty level, there's middle class, there's poverty level, there's below the poverty level, and then there's below the poverty level. That's where I'm at. I'm way down there. When I tell people how much I live on, they're like, there's people in third world countries that get more to live off on than I do. So, but you gotta do something with your life, right? So, I sent a little bit of money over, and then all I remember is he was telling me, he's like, you should send more money over, and like, you can cash out anytime you want. But why cash out? Because if you cash out, your money's not going to grow. And this ex-Amish guy was showing me his portfolio. He's like, look, I put this much in and then this much. I was like, but have you ever cashed out? And he showed me where he's like, put money in and cashed out, put money in and cashed out. I'm thinking, well, maybe it is legitimate, but I was still kind of iffy. So I didn't put no more money in for a while. But then, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I've had a lot of losses in my life. People take advantage of me. Like, even sexually, people have taken advantage of me. Like, I've been taken advantage of financially. in so many retrospects and aspects, I'm thinking, you know what? Well, let me take a chance again in life, you know? So I started pouring more and more money into this IGF Financial. Again, put money from my checking account to Coinbase, and then take that and then send it over in Bitcoin. Well, I haven't heard from Hamilton in a while. And I thought, well, I should look at my portfolio. It's been a while since I looked at it. Not a long while, but I would say about a month. And last night, I clicked on the app. Nothing. It says server, whatever. It's not. It's, you know, I try to go to the website. It doesn't even exist. Like, nothing comes up. It's like a website that was on a server, and it's like DNS that whatever cannot be found. I don't remember all this stuff, but I'm enough computer savvy to know that that's not a, like, I know I've been scammed. So then I go and look for Hamilton Wright. Doesn't exist on Facebook. So I go to my messenger, because I can see all the message that he's been texting me, you know, message me on Facebook Messenger saying, yeah, put more money in, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, how's you and your significant other doing? And I can still scroll, but it says user no longer active. So he's just gone. So then I'm like, you know, the crazy thing is like, I've actually lost more money than this in my life. And I've lost things, again, like I said earlier, that no amount of money, it's priceless things that have broken my heart, that I would give up billions of dollars to get back. I'd rather get those things back and be poor than to be rich and not have those things. And because let me tell you something, money cannot fix a broken heart. If you have a broken heart, you could be a multi-billionaire. And if you have severe depression, you know, people say, oh, well, money will make me happy. Money is just a tool, but there are certain tools that don't fix certain things. You know, you cannot, you know, take apart an entire engine in a car with the spoon, or a plastic spoon at that, you know. Or another thing, you can't take an engine apart with $1 million, like the cash money. Like if you try to put cash money, like it won't do anything. So, you know, you have to have the right tool. And what kind of tool fixes a broken heart anyway? So so I messaged this guy, I would say his name, but he's ex-Amish. And you know, I told him, like, what the hell's going on, dude? Like, where's my money? And he was like, not responding back to me. Then he's like, well, I'll text you tomorrow morning. This was last night, and I'll let you know. And I'm like, so I get up early this morning. I can't sleep. I didn't get hardly any sleep last night. And he was like, yeah, Hamilton Wright is a fictitious name, and I don't know how else to say this, but we've been scammed. The crazy thing is, I've been telling him, I was like, I think this Hamilton Wright is a scammer. I pointed out to him all the different, you know, red lights. Of course, I should have pointed him out for myself and was wise. But it's like, I actually trusted my friend that's ex-Amish more than I trusted this Hamilton Wright that's supposedly a day trader for this company called IGF. And the crazy thing is I would write IGF and right away Hamilton would write me and say the company says this and the company says that. It just wasn't adding up, you know. And I told my friend, his name is Joe. I'm not going to say his last name, the ex-Amish guy. I told him, I said, Joe, I was like, don't you think that he didn't work for a company? Because the company is not even real. The company, the website was all him. And when you wrote the company, you were just writing his email. He got it right away. Just pretending to be a company. I was like, and the crazy thing is when you look up IGF Financial, there's like one in the UK, then there's another one, and none of those are the IGF Financial that this guy had, the website. And there was other mistakes too, but he was like, well, he's just starting off. I was like, well, if he's just starting off, then is the company just first starting off? There was this, and you know, I don't know. I don't know anymore. All I know is I lost a lot of money, and my car needs to be fixed. My windshield has multiple cracks on it, and I sacrificed that money not just for the things that I want, like buying a new watch or new clothes. No, no, I sacrificed my needs. I always sacrifice my wants, but I sacrifice my needs. I don't want a new windshield. I need a new windshield. I got into a wreck years and years ago, and there was one crack, and it's turned into multiple cracks. Then it's a wonder the cops haven't pulled me over yet, and they probably will, and I'll probably get a ticket. I don't have a nightstand. I have a cardboard box. I don't even own a dresser. I don't have a dresser. Do I need a dresser? No one needs a dresser or a nightstand. But I'm just making a point that, you know, with me, there's a fine line between needs and wants. I'm the type of person that everything is a want unless it's a dire emergency, then it's a need. Like, I refuse to buy myself a dresser and a nightstand because to me, that is more of a want. But a windshield that's cracked, that's dangerous, that is not a want, that is a need. And I sacrificed these things to try to better myself, to get ahead in life, knowing that I've been shit on and taken advantage of. And when I was younger, the things that was done to me, like, you know, I know you're probably watching this, you're thinking, well, if you've been through all that, then this is not that bad. You know what? And you have a point there. You have a point there. I've lost more. But it's like, you know, it's that old saying, the last straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? Like, when is it enough is enough? And yes, I do blame myself because I was stupid. But the point I'm trying to make is like, I sacrifice for a better future, and I try to better myself, and it seems like every time I do, I get taken advantage of or tricked, or after working my tail off for something, that something is taken from me, completely taken from me. You know, it's words can't even describe how much I actually needed that money. Every time I just had just a little bit of money left over at the end of the month, I would put it into this IGF. I'm not going to disclose how much it was, but it was enough. Let's put it this way, it was more than enough to fix my windshield on my car and do other things to help me with my life. Do I feel stupid? Yeah, I feel stupid. But if you want to support this channel, and I hate to ask this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. If you want to support this channel or help me in a financial way, I'll leave some link below the video. If you can't, that is 100 and million zillion percent fine. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, just staying this long and listening to what happened to me. If I was looking for money, I would have said at the beginning. By now, most people have already, it's really long video, they would have already clicked off. And that's fine too, I guess. I don't know anymore. To say I don't know anymore, I haven't known anymore for a long time, not just recently. Like, to say the word, I just don't know anymore. I've been saying that for years. For years. For years. Part of me just, I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it because I don't think most people are going to understand it. But part of me doesn't want to be responsible anymore, doesn't want to make sacrifices anymore, and doesn't want to do the right things anymore, and just say F it, you know, blow money, do drugs, max out my credit cards, and just don't care. Just don't care anymore. You know, so please comment, like, subscribe if you choose to, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell icon. That will alert you when I come out with new videos. So drained.